If you want to add keyframes in Premiere Pro 2025, you're in the right place. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how keyframes work, where to find them, and how to use them to create smooth motion effects like zooms, position shifts, and fade-ins. This is one of those editing skills that instantly makes your videos look more professional, and once you understand the basics, it becomes very easy to use on almost any clip. If this tutorial helps you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more easy Premiere Pro tips and editing guides. All right, let's jump in. First, let's quickly understand what keyframes actually do. Keyframes let you change a value over time. That means you can start with one setting at the beginning of a clip, then gradually move to a different setting later on. For example, you can animate position to move something across the screen, scale to zoom in or out, or opacity to make something fade in or fade out. Now let's do the basic method using the Effect Controls panel. Start by selecting your clip in the timeline. This is important because Premiere Pro needs to know which clip you want to edit. Once your clip is selected, go up to the Effect Controls panel. If you don't see it, you can find it from the Window menu. Inside Effect Controls, look for the Motion section. Under Motion, you'll see properties like Position and Scale. You may also use Opacity if you want to create transparency changes. To begin keyframing, click the Stopwatch icon next to the property you want to animate. The moment you click that stopwatch, keyframes are turned on, and Premiere automatically creates your first keyframe at the current playhead position. That first keyframe locks in the value at that exact moment in time. Now move your playhead to a different point in the timeline. This could be a second later, a few frames later, or wherever you want the change to happen. Then adjust the value of the property. For example, if you want to create a zoom effect, increase the scale value. As soon as you change that value, Premiere Pro automatically adds another keyframe for you. That means the software now knows to animate smoothly from the first value to the second value over time. Here's a simple example. Let's say you want the clip to start at normal size and then slowly zoom in. At the start of the clip, set scale to 100 and make sure that keyframe is active. Then move forward on the timeline and change scale to 120. Premiere Pro will create a smooth zoom in between those 2 points. This is one of the most common uses for keyframes, and it's perfect for adding movement to static shots. You can do the same thing with position if you want to move a subject on screen, or with opacity if you want to create a clean fade effect. If you want to add a keyframe manually without changing the value, Premiere Pro gives you that option too. Next to each property, you'll see a diamond icon. Clicking that diamond adds a keyframe at the current playhead position, while keeping the current value exactly the same. This is useful when you want precise control over timing and spacing. You might use manual keyframes when you want to hold a motion for a moment before changing it, or when you want to build a more detailed animation. After you've added your keyframes, you can also move them around to fine-tune the animation. Simply click and drag a keyframe left or right to change when the motion happens. Moving keyframes closer together makes the animation faster, while spreading them farther apart makes it slower and smoother. You can also click on a keyframe and adjust the value to refine the movement itself. This is where you can really shape the motion so it feels natural instead of robotic. If you ever want to preview your animation, just play the clip back and watch how the values change over time. If something feels too fast, too slow, or not in the right place, go back into Effect Controls and tweak the keyframes until it looks right. That's the real power of keyframing in Premiere Pro. It gives you full control over how your video moves and feels. So to recap, select your clip, open Effect Controls, choose a property like Position, Scale, or Opacity, click the stopwatch to turn keyframes on, move forward in time, change the value, and Premiere will create the animation for you. You can also add keyframes manually with the diamond icon and drag them to adjust timing. Once you get comfortable with this workflow, you'll be able to create cleaner edits, smoother zooms, and much more dynamic videos in just a few clicks. If this Premiere Pro tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next editing guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.